We look in on 8 months after Goku has been rigorously training with Broly, and Goku and Vegeta commenting on the progress Broly has made from being this strong. He surpassed both Vegeta and Gogeta through his sheer power. As Vegeta and Goku stand on the sidelines, we see Broly in a new legendary divine form, shooting a punch directly at who they're fighting. A which is Beerus Whis Fusion, Beerus, to test the full extent of his power as Broly lands and shoots up a mighty green ape avatar forms around him in spirit, colliding fists with Beerus, blowing the angel god hybrid aback. Whis says that the real test begins now as he powers up two massive blasts of godly angelic energy and watches as it swirls around him. Broly powers up and activates his ultimate power with his Ikari form being incorporated into his new legendary form, and powers up his own powerful move, the Wild Cannon, which we see from the sidelines. Shallot watches on with Goku and Vegeta, with Shallot saying that he taught him that. With him turn to the fourth Watcher, the Grand Priest, who says this will decide the fate of the battle. He is here looking for a new apprentice. He sees Broly as just power enough to be considered, but dumb enough to be molded into a perfect replacement as a Grand Priest. But then, as Beerus and Broly both fire their massive blasts at each other, igniting the universe, a flash of light hits everybody's eyes, and the battle is settled. We see Broly on the ground panting in base form, and Whis and Beerus rubbing their heads, all tired, all on their butts. Beerus commenting that if they would have used that attack earlier, they wouldn't have defused and would have won. Whis just chuckles. Sadly, yes, they did defuse before the battle was truly decided, but as of now, Broly is technically the winner. The Grand Priest then moves past Shallot and Goku, telling Broly that he's passed his test. He will now take him to be trained to be the guardian of the multiverse, the next Grand Priest. And yes, he will be able to see Chile and Limo in the role of the Grand Priest. Isn't the role of the Grand Priest isn't just to stay up with Zeno. He has Omnigards to do that. Broly will be back to Vampa with Chile and Limo as soon as his training is finished, which could be a month to 2 months. But he will be ready once the training's over. Broly nods and kisses Chile goodbye and pats her belly, telling her he'll be back soon for her and their baby. Then Broly is given Grand Priest garments while they head off to the palace to train. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta vow to get as strong as possible, be able to surpass Broly even when he gets back. To which Whis and Beerus chuckle that they'll have to get to the same level as Broly using their base forms first. Shallot says he knows a lot about that and how they could speed it up. He then erupts into Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4, and the two get ready to train to be as strong as their friend Broly.